Welcome to the West Virginia Board of Osteopathic Medicine's instruction video for osteopathic physician license applicants. The online application form for osteopathic physicians can be accessed by navigating to the board's website at wvbdosteo.org. Once you have navigated to our website, click on the Physician drop-down menu. Then click Apply, choose Initial if this is your first time applying for a license with our board, or click Reinstatement if you were previously licensed with our board. Under Initial, you will have two options. If you are starting a new application, click DO Application. This will bring up the application instructions. Please take the time to read these instructions, then click Continue at the bottom of the page to start your application. If you previously started an initial application and saved your progress, click Log in to save DO application. In order to complete your application, you will need to upload the following items: a copy of your medical school diploma, a malpractice liability claims form, and a color photo taken within the last 60 days. You will also be required to pay the application fee of $400 plus a 2.25% processing fee. The online application form will ask you for biographical information, such as your name and date of birth, contact information, including an email, home, and business address, information about your licensing exam, a list of all licenses you hold or previously held in other states, and information about your medical school and postgraduate education. At the end of your application form, you will be required to upload a copy of the malpractice claims form that you downloaded from the instructions page, as well as your color photo and any documentation of a name change. You will also be required to create a password that you will use to log into your account. You will need to remember this password in order to check the status of your application, to print a copy of your license once it has been issued, to change your contact information, or to respond to document requests from the board. It is important that you provide the board with an email address that you check regularly and update your email address if it changes, since this is the primary means the board will use to contact you regarding licensing and disciplinary issues. Once you certify that the information you have provided on your application is correct, you will be redirected to a payment page. Please fill out the required payment information and submit your payment. Please do not close the payment window until you are redirected to the application page. Doing so may result in the board not being notified that you have submitted your application, causing a delay in its processing. Now that your application has been submitted, there are additional steps you must take before your application is complete. First, you must request that your national board scores be sent directly to the board. You can do so by clicking on the link provided on the instructions page, or by calling the National Board of Osteopathic Medical Examiners at 1-773-714-0622. Second, you must request that medical school verification forms be sent directly to the board from every medical school you have attended. You can request a medical school verification by logging into your portal account and following the link provided. Third, request that a postgraduate education verification form be sent directly to the board for every program where you have participated in postgraduate education. You can request a postgraduate education verification by logging into your portal account and following the link provided. Next, request that license verifications be sent to the board from every state in which you currently hold or have held a license. This includes all training licenses. For states that participate, you can request your license verifications online from Veridoc at www.veridoc.org. Or, if your state does not participate in the Veridoc system, you can request a license verification directly from that state. Please note that all education and licensing verifications must be sent directly to the board from the education or licensing authority in question. Finally, you are required to obtain a criminal background check. In order to obtain a background check, present to any Identigo center. You will need to request both state and federal background checks, and that your results be sent directly to the board. In order to process your fingerprints, you will also need the following code: 228QBF. Your application file is complete when the board receives your application form and all information requested from third parties. Once your application file is complete, your file will be processed and reviewed. Based on that review, you will be informed whether an interview is required before the board may issue your license. You can check the status of your application by logging into your portal account using your last name and the password you created while filling out your application. Please note that items sent to the board office must be processed before they will be reflected on your online account. Please do not call the board office to confirm receipt of documents unless you have allowed at least 5 business days for processing and you have first checked to see if the documents are reflected on your application status page. The board staff work diligently to ensure that all applications are processed as quickly and efficiently as possible, but the board staff cannot process your application for licensure until they receive all required documentation from you and from outside sources. Unfortunately, the board has no control over the time frame in which other entities process requests for information. It may take some time for the board to receive verification of your education and/or verification of your licensure in other states. Thank you for your interest in a license to practice as an osteopathic physician in West Virginia. We look forward to helping you in any way we can. Please follow us on our YouTube channel for more information and contact us if you need any assistance.